Those desirous of meeting me in Bahrain should come on the 24th of May, the Friday. We decided to do an event there because we had covered all Gulf countries and missed out only on Bahrain. Even during my long stay in Dammam, I had never made it across the causeway to Bahrain. So we decided that we'll visit Bahrain. I hope to see you in Bahrain on the 24th of May, the Friday. If you'd like to meet me, kindly message us to the WhatsApp number given below or drop a mail to the email ID given below. Once again, I thank you for your support.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I've managed to pull Anand into the video today. So a lot of you have been anticipating this and waiting for this and been clamoring for this. And I managed to squeeze some time out of Anand's calendar since the election in Tamil Nadu is over. He's had a little more time in his calendar and I pulled him in. So I thought we can pick his brain about what's happening globally in macroeconomics, geopolitically, and also what is happening domestically. So first, let's start with something on geopolitically, what's happening with Iran and Israel. Anand, where do you think this escalation is going to go? Because last time when we spoke, we kind of came to an understanding that yes, Iran was given an opportunity to give Israel a smack on the hand and powder dressing done and everything was okay and everyone was going back to business and things were going to be hunky-dory and it all happened as a Cold War behind closed doors. But Netanyahu seems to be the Western version of Putin. He seems to be on his own track, power in Israel, and he's holding US to ransom. And he seems to have gone ahead unilaterally and decided to attack Iran again. So what is going to go? Where is this going
US
to go?
has said it has nothing to do with the attack on Iran. So Iran is not in any way being attacked by US. It's trying to
Distance itself.
The other thing is Iranian oil exports are at a 6-month high. That means Iran is selling oil like there is no tomorrow. They are expecting a big sanction coming at them. But before the sanctions could come, Netanyahu wanted to show off. So he still attacked Iran.
Correct.
Now we have to watch whether Iran will again hit Israel. Looks like they will. And so this will continue to escalate till it dies down. Now, what is China going to do? What is America going to do? Is something we have to watch. But one thing is very clear. While still the Russian-Ukraine war is going on, which is a proxy war between the West and China, Russia on one side, another proxy war is being opened up. And this time Israel only has Western democracy supporting it. Because countries like India and others will also be forced to support the Muslim world. And from where most of our oil is coming. And we have historic ties with Iran. So it's not going to be easy to
see what's the roadmap going forward. It's getting more murky then.
It's getting more murky. Markets will be very skittish. There'll be a lot of pressure. And so which means that crude oil is going to remain elevated. And because crude oil is going to be elevated, that the driving season in America is going to be badly affected.
True.
And which means that inflation is not going to come down. So I think 99% June rate cuts are out of the window. And September is too early to call. So basically what we are going to have is, we are going to have high interest rates right through this year. 1 or 2 cuts will not matter because from 5.25 to 5.5 to become 4.75 to 5 is not going to create a big difference. But there are many people who believe even a single cut won't come this year, which means equity markets will be under pressure. And bond markets will also be under pressure, especially the long-term bond markets will be under pressure. So this is what it is looking like. And Jerome Powell himself has admitted that their fight against inflation is not being very successful this year as it was last year. And therefore you can see the first signs of bubble bursting. NVIDIA is a brilliant company, no doubt, but it was overhyped. And so these stock prices again started to correct. They are selling at $4,000 a piece or something like that, or some obscene number they are selling this chip at. So others will catch up. Intel will definitely catch up. Google will catch up. Apple will catch up.
From what I'm reading in the stock, what you're saying correctly, as you mentioned, Netflix, though they've been showing profits after the clampdown on passwords, is down by 9%.
Yeah.
Then you have Advanced Micro Devices, Micron Technology, and Meta, which are all darlings on AI, all down 4%. Then, of course, super microcomputers, which was considered as like the secret AI horse, which was out of the bolt and everyone had missed it, everyone was feeling, is down 23%.
See, Netflix is down because they have said that they will not share subscriber figures. But all this is primarily because everybody was expecting a rate cut, and that rate cut is not coming, which is definitely in a very sorry shape in a sense. And traders are pulling billions of dollars of
Correct.
money out
Yes.
of stock markets.
Yes.
And definitely this is going to hurt. That is, cheap money is not making a comeback anytime soon. This is what it can look like. And therefore, the markets are now finally waking up to reality, both in India and in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you read into this then going forward with this? Tesla has also been suffering in the US, struggling in the US. Now, Elon Musk has postponed his trip to India to visit later in the.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. Elon Musk is not going to be a great success in India because his products are too costly for Indians.
Correct, yes.
So, at best, it will be a manufacturing base, and that is some time away.
And what do you think about this analysis, like what's happened in Dubai, this freak weather which happened and the flooding that's happened? And it has shown how weak this whole infrastructure is, not only in Dubai, globally speaking. This
but
weather
I look at it to two things. It could be a cloud seeding that has gone wrong. It can be a cloud seeding that has gone wrong, or it is a pattern of climate change. It had a downpour and whole of Dubai was shut for a couple of days. Their famed airport was shut for a couple of days.
Yes.
So it could be a lot of...
because the knock-on effect from that shutdown, because it being a connectivity hub, has been immense.
It is immense. And tourism in Dubai is hurt. In fact, they had a week of holidays before that, the Ramadan holidays.
Correct.
So 2 weeks is really in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
But do you think this will be a wider problem considering now the weather pattern is becoming more and more unpredictable? Summers like in Bangalore has become terribly hot this time. It's even hotter than Chennai.
We are going to have a terrible summer this year across the country. A very hot summer, and you will have a lot of heat waves. Madras itself is terribly hot. If you walk from a room with an AC to another room, it's really humid.
Correct.
And it is very difficult for you to survive. That is, take the heat.
Okay. So this trend of weather pattern and the disturbance of weather pattern is going to be something investors have to keep an eye on then.
I do not know whether it will go up to a point where investors have to keep an eye on. But one thing is sure, that the weather patterns changing are here to stay.
Okay. Moving about India and Chennai, I wanted to ask about Tata's expansion plan in Ranipet, where they're building the new JLR luxury cars.
Yeah, it is.
Can you shed some light on that?
The Tatas have everything from the lowest punch EV to the highest Land Rover and Jaguar case. A Jaguar Land Rover is going fully electric in about 5-6 years. So you have an entry-level punch, followed by a Nexon, followed by a Harrier, followed by Safari, with an Alcaraz and Tigor thrown in between. And then from the Safari, you have the high-end Jaguar Land Rover. So the Tatas have the entire work. And for all these years, it's never been obvious. And it is in Indian auto, one of the cheapest companies available. So you can come. Yesterday morning when there was a correction, Tata Motor DVR could be considered. It's going to become a full Tata Motor share and then divide into two companies. So it gives you that advantage of buying that company. But if you're looking at auto companies which are dominant in India, one should look at Toyota.
So when we're talking about commodities, where do you think there's all this geopolitical tension going on? Crude prices, what do you think it will have an effect on, especially in Indian equities?
The crude higher prices will put pressure on all Indian stocks because the rupee will correct. Inflation will go up. And then you have companies which are making paints. And a lot of people who are coming to manufacture paint at this time, JSW and Brillas, all of their costs are going to get badly hit. Paint, important crude component is crude.
Correct.
So crude going up will make a lot of things unprofitable. Because crude prices are extremely high, you are going to have inflation because diesel prices have to go up. And if you don't increase diesel prices, then the government has to subsidize it. So this is, or they have to cut taxes. I do not know what is going to happen. So gold is on a tear, and I think gold will for the first time hit 6,900 without GST tomorrow.
Correct.
Because it's already going up. The combined pressure on gold and oil, and at the same time there is a decline in all Indian IT companies. The profits are declining.
Massively, yes.
Massive, will put enormous pressure on the Indian rupee.
Okay. So that's what I want to ask about. Now, what is the RBI Shaktikanta Das going to do? Because now not only oil is going to bubble, we have trade route disruption due to this geopolitical problem,
Yes.
and growth is also not looking great. So all this is compounding inflation even further. So what do you expect RBI?
There is no way that Shaktikanta Das can cut interest rates now. Because as long as America does not cut interest rates, we will not be able to cut interest rates. If you cut before America, what will happen is you will lose control on your forex and the rupee will start to decline. And already pace at which gold is rallying is indicative of the fact that inflation is very high in the other parts of the world also. And the gold has reached 2,400, a level which has not reached in many months, many years. And if there is ratcheting up of tension in Israel and Iran, Ukraine and Russia, and China continues to buy gold like no tomorrow as it is today, then definitely gold is surging. Yeah.
And the problem is not only is the interest rate issue with the US and the developed countries, there seems to be very low interest rates, even close to negative territory in a lot of developing countries. So those interest rates also are going to be ratcheting up and adding more fuel to this gold price, right?
Yes, it is going to add more pressure to the gold prices. And I expect that finally when America gets to a point where it starts to cut rates, gold will rally again. So I think it's already rallied more than 15% this year. And if things goes according to Fed plan, in the next 1.5 years, you will have another 15% rally.
Because the divergence of the US 10-year real interest rate and gold seems to be alarmingly wider and wider now.
Yes, this is because American interest rate for 10 years is a negative interest rate at this point of time. And what the market is telling you, that inflation in America is not going to come down any point of time. Yeah.
And what implications do you think we're going to have now that the Indian elections is in full swing and the American elections is around the corner and there's so much of confusion?
The elections is only in the short term. In the long term, it won't matter.
Okay.
So if there is a major collapse because of elections, it's an ideal time to buy these stocks. And a lot of our stocks yesterday came down to the level at which these people would have taken a look at them. So if they had considered the stocks, they would have made a considerable amount of money yesterday because it dipped and then it just bounced back. But we don't want to do short-term trades. So it was a great opportunity to acquire some of these stocks in our list.
So I hope you guys found this video informative and entertaining. It was great having Anand back with us on the video. So do give this video a big like and do put in the comments down so Anand will be encouraged to appear more with us in these videos. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching Birich. Do subscribe again and like the video and share with your friends and family who would like this kind of content. Thank you for watching Birich.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.